you guys wonder if it's real, if we're acting, if I do this for the money and I don't love it, you can think that all you want, but we just drove 20 hours and in the morning we're gonna commence ribs. Because, you know, obviously big group of fish, close to the bottom shadows right there.
Now watch, here it comes.
Is that what bait you're tying on, Cole? Get him. God. Oh. Game over. Got it. But he's just a little chunk. Got his ass.
He came up and got that in the air.
I've never seen so many fish on one island. We got Casey's Pizza. Got his ass. Got him. First drop. Oh God, there's like 8 with it. Good fish. Oh no! No one thinks you're funnier than you do, Joe.
I know.
Yeah, this is a different caliber guy. I got goosebumps right now because I'd see 360,000 acres of world-class smallmouth fishing, and I am so excited. First stop on the trip is not the lake, it's the hotel, because we ended up with the pups. Becky and Ozzy are flying back to Omaha, so me and Cole got the dogs, and obviously it's like 100 degrees outside, so we don't want the dogs in the boat all day. So got a hotel for the day today, and then we're grabbing them, driving a couple hours north to another hotel, but drop them off, catch you guys at the lake. What is up, MFers? I'm excited for the video today, excited for what's to come. This is actually the beginning of what will end up being the longest road trip I've ever taken to fish anywhere. Me and Coleslaw set off this morning, drove about 4.5, 5 hours. We're in Northeast Texas, and we're starting this trip on our trek way north to one of the best trophy fishing destinations in the world right now. We'll kind of get to there a little bit later, a couple more videos from now, but we're fishing a lake that I've been to in the past, but I've only fished it in the winter. So big swim baits, some offshore fishing, stuff like that, some grass fishing. As you can see, we got giant spoons and stuff up here, big swim baits. Got my glide bait that maybe is out by now. I'm not even sure if it's out. Maybe it's out. What's up, guys? Real quick before we get into the video, today is finally the day. I'm so excited. We are launching the Draw swim bait. We've been working on this bait for 3 years. Finally, it's gonna be available to everyone. To you MFers though, especially, you're gonna get a first look at this bait right here. They're up on the website now. I'm actually signing every single one that gets purchased today only. So be sure and go pick one up. I don't know how long these are gonna last. Obviously, we have thousands of them, but the trace is sold out really quick. I think these are going to. Also, check out how badass the packaging turned out. So obsessed with this bait. Everything's so clean with it. Comes in a really nice little foam holder. You've seen me catch so many giant fish on this one. 1/0 premium BKK hooks, so you're not gonna have to switch anything out. Swiveling hook hangers, awesome action. 8 color schemes that are absolutely perfect, out of this world for any application you could have on the water. Plus, we got some new custom color schemes that are gonna be coming too that Casey's painting up. And check this out, Coleslaw, we have something even sweeter. These are even more limited. This is a Draw glide bait specific holder. So you can pick one of these guys up. They're $24.99, I believe. You can put them in there. You can hold 2 of your Draw glide baits. That way you don't got to worry about your tails getting bent up, anything like that. But like I said, these are going to be limited. They're going to go quick. Of course, use promo code MF10, save some money on these. These are expensive bait because of all the work and the time we put into making this just right, so you can go out and catch the biggest fish of your life. All right, let's get in the video. This is stop number 1. Pups are at the hotel room that we got just for the day. Apparently we need to hire someone, one of UMFers, to come watch our pups during the days for us. So
we need a pup sitter.
Yeah, we need pup sitters. Cole's gonna put a link to some applications down below if you'd like to submit that for us. Once we pick them up, we're not even staying and sleeping in the hotel room because we're blasting north to fish with a legendary angler tomorrow. Again, more on that in the next couple videos. For now, let's focus on this lake, catch some donks. I'm excited, let's do it. Boat's launched. Forgot to mention this is a power plant lake, so check out the water temp. Yep. 102.4 and rising. High today is 95 degrees, and with the heat coming off the water, you probably haven't experienced this. I like to experience it in the winter when the water's 80 degrees and it's 30 degrees outside, but when it's 95 out and the water's, looks like it's gonna be 103, 104 out on the main lake, pretty toasty.
Feels like a damn sauna.
It is a dadgum sauna in here. Let's catch them though. Just did some side scanning and saw a group of some type of fish on a main lake grass point. Usually that's pretty safe for a little summer pattern going on here. I don't know if I've even fished a power plant lake in the summer before. I've heard that they're actually still good. I mean, you go there in the winter because it's the only spot where these Florida strains have warmer water and they bite a lot better. But here we are, Cole, just out of season like usual. And we're gonna try in the summer, see what happens here. Ate it when I was reeling in the worm, dude. That means we're gonna throw a moving bait. Or just crank a 10-inch worm. Very prominent summer pattern. Reeling worms, okay. I don't care how you do it. That fish is balmy to the touch. Just a little guy, but I know there's a lot bigger in here. Deal, just a little Texas rigamajig. Not that it mattered, apparently I could have swam it. That's a fish, it's pulling back. A little bit more weight to that one. Just had to whip him the spoon. Come on, bud. We got a nice little offshore hump. Point, actually. Look at this guy. He's so big and stressed out, he thinks he's dying. You can't die yet, bud. How long is that fish? God, I feel bad for him. That was the first time I dropped that little 6-cent spoon down there, though. He ate it. I don't know. He isn't very healthy looking, but he ate it. Poor guy. That is a fish. Pretty good one too. Little clump of grass out there. Thought I was just setting the hook on air for a while there, Sloth. I mean, how big is that fish usually before it went through the power plant? That's a decently long fish. They're just built so funny. 10-inch worm. Yahtzee. So far it's all grass points. One timber point, which grabbed a couple of my spoons and kept them for himself. What we got here? Good quality today. Figured out what they want. A little rock pile down there. Dirty little guy. Look at him. He's like, oh God, this 95-degree air is freezing. Cool. It's cool. Not the megas we need, coleslaw, but it's a good way to start us off. All right, see you later. These groups of fish out here are like 5 to 8 fish at most. It's not like 40 like there should be. Wow. Kind of an interesting spot to run in. Oh wow, coming this way too, fun.
Well, I want to cast where all these fish are.
Under their boat. Man, this is not good. Finally, Cole. I think I butt hooked him or something stupid. Caught a catfish. Oh, just a better one. Yay! We're back, Cole. Pulled the school back out here. That's what happens when you find a good group of fish, I guess. People come in and want to hop right in with you. Nice fish. 4.5, 5 pounder in the winter. Right now he's a little stressed. I don't think he gets to 4.
I'm gonna go back and forth with the first year, so.
Well, the first lake kind of sucked. Fish were pretty much only off of points that had grass and then some harder stuff. And the bite just got tougher and tougher. Finally, we got on a spot where we had some active fish going. And of course, some dildo decided to freaking pull in and park his boat on top of the damn school. So that was super fun. But we just talked to Captain Ron on the phone. And if you guys know Captain Ron, he guides on Lake Fork. Lake Fork happened to be about a mile from where we're at. So we're like, hey, we'll go to the most famous bass fishery in the world, I guess, for a couple hours. Fine. So that's where we're at now. And we're tying on some stuff to mimic some really massive shad. I'm actually gonna tie a little smaller spoon on as well, just to give them a different look. These fish get beat on here. This is that new 5-inch 6-cent spoon. I'll show you a little trick I like to do. Give these guys a little more flair. As you can see out of the box, it just comes with a regular stock triple grip hook. I've got plenty of bass like that, no problem, but we're gonna spice them up a little bit. You know the funny thing about this trick that I'm showing right now, Cole? I think it was like my 2nd or 3rd video I ever made on YouTube. I did some spoon mods. How random is that? But that was like what I was really catching them good on then. So I wanted to share this little mod that I'm gonna do on camera. It takes a couple seconds, and you can do it with any bait. It works really good for with any treble hook bait, but it works really good with topwater baits too. Feathered trebles are obviously good on topwaters, but if you just take some crystal flash, you can get something much easier to do in the boat and cheaper. These are just little jig skirt collars. Again, should have, especially if you're making your own jigs at home, like I tell you guys to from Do It. Wasting it a little bit. We're just gonna slide them down. So we get them down over the shank a little bit. That's what it looks like. You can use a little bit of super glue on there to hold him, but I ain't even gonna do that. But we end up with a really sparkly, flashy tail that's gonna draw those fish and shoot off some even more flash as this chunk of metal whips by its face. The least natural bait ever. We just made, I guess, look a little bit better, but that's the deal. I've caught a ton of fish on a little bait like this with that mod. Okay, we found some offshore fish. We got these big fish right up here. That's probably their shadows. A couple more fish here. Big group of fish close to the bottom shadows right there. And then just fish along this whole drop off. And that was where I kind of turned around right there, but there's big marks there too. So tough time of the day. It's 101 degrees outside right now. But this is Lake Fork. Gotta get the net out because when you set the hook here, could be a freaking teener. My goodness. He's not kidding. Those are giant. Got him. On the Magnum spoon, dude. It's giant too. First cast in the school. First cast. Oof. Whew. Oh, there's like 20 with him. Not as giant as I would have hoped, but pissed off, that's for sure. Welcome to Lake Fork. Welcome to Lake Fork, coleslaw. Woohoo! Look at that big old meaty Magnum spoon eater guy. Woohoo! Careful, boy. Yeah, dog. Boom! Hope that wasn't just a you throw it in on the first cast you catch one. I hope it's gonna continue. Hell yeah, man. A little better luck than we were having. Big old spoon guy. Deal. Let's get back in there. First cast, not as big as I thought he was. He's just a hot, angry summer fish, but Probably 5.5 pounder. You bet. Going down, do it again. Got his ass. Hair jig sucker. Doesn't feel tiny either, Cole. You bet. Not a big one, but fun. Better than we were catching earlier. Long, drawn out dudes. Mr. Hair Jig, that's what was headbutting it down there. Big shad eaters. You can see the balls of shad rolling up over this point that we're fishing right here. You can see the group of fish too. It's crazy. There's so many. All going down to it again. There goes up. They're pecking it. Where they're all running to is where my jig is. I like how they're set up. There's some suspended up a ways, but most of them are down on the bottom. That's active feeding fish. We just gotta figure out the bait they want the most. Bunch of big fish following my other swim bait. Thinking if I get more weight on this guy and get him down there, that a lot of times that they chase the big line through, they're not eating it, especially in this dirtier water. A louder glide bait, a big glide bait will work. By loud, I mean the color and the noise too, really. Add some weight. That looks like a big old dying gizzard to me. See those, Cole? First cast the glide bait down there. I didn't really even hit where I wanted to, but it's sinking probably a foot every, I'd say probably like, I don't know, 3 feet every 2 seconds, or 2 feet every 3 seconds. It's still taking a while to get down there because I'm fishing like 23 feet of water, but this is definitely a bait that these fish, I mean, this is the most pressured lake in the country probably, but these fish probably don't see a 9-inch hard glide bait like this 20-some feet down very often, even in a lake like this. So if we catch one of these that keeps following it in, they'll probably see a lot more. Big one. Maybe not. Not a big, just a big. On the hair jig. Pretty good sized fish. Lake of the Forks does not disappoint! Woo! That's what you want right there. I don't horse them as much with the hair jig because it's one little medium wire single hook, 14-pound test. I like to fish on lighter line, gives it better action. Not a 10-pounder, is it? I saw him come up, he looked like a 5. But he did look big on scope when he's fighting down there. I might need your help here, Cole. I don't want to get it in those spoons. Oh yeah, it's a donk. Yep. That could be why, I suppose. Dadgum hammer slog. And look at that. Meat fest. There went the hook. That's what's up right there, coleslaw. Meat fest. You bet. Lake Fork. Boom. This isn't the trophy spot we were even talking about, but the most famous bass fishing lake in the world we ended up at. We should have just started here, Cole. I don't know what I was thinking about the other spot, but look at that son of a bitch. Yes. What do you think, Cole? 7 pounds probably?
6.5.
Dude, he's so heavy.
It's super thick.
Thick boy.
Ooh, mad.
6. Let's rewind. We're not starting the trip out with the 666s. No. All right, that was 6.7, 6.65 is what that guy was. Hell yeah, let's get him back in the water. I thought he was bigger than that because he's such a heavy, thick, summer built boy. There's bigger ones down there, Cole. Let's get them. There's some bigs right there, dude. I don't know if that's a fish. I don't think it is. I think it's a tree or something. Oh, what did I do? Oh my God, I tail hooked one perfectly. Ah! I feel bad, dude. There's so many down there that size. Well, I guess I don't have to worry about having any rods to use the rest of the trip. Dude! Look at all of them underneath the boat. Cole, net him. Net him. I gotta get these. Dude, I've never caught a fish like that in my life before. I've snagged plenty, of course, but where it was perfectly in his tail, so it was just like pulling up a log. Dude, if I would have known I had one snagged, I probably would have thought it was giant, as heavy as he was. Oh my God, look at those. I got another one on, Cole. I think I snagged it. There was a whole bunch of big ones there. No, I snagged him in the mouth. That's where I snagged him at. Another 5-pounder. Good call, Cole. Man, there was a big group of them. He might be bigger than 5. Put him down, buddy. There we go. Hell yeah. That guy wanted the smaller spoon, which is never gonna come out, but that one we just made. How cool is that? Love it. Better get this down. We got a boat coming. Like Fork, that can be in Spot's wreck forever. Sweet. I didn't know if I was supposed to come in or not. That's the house, huh? Coleslaw! Yeah, dude. Come on. Doing, dude? Come on. Come on again.
Crazy. What are you doing? What are you guys doing?
It's 8 o'clock in the morning. We're somewhere in Oklahoma. We got to the hotel like 1 o'clock in the morning last night. On the way back from Fork, stop, had a couple drinks with Mr. Captain Ron Big Bass, the man, at his little trailer. He told us about some of the areas to check out at Fork, and we did a whole lot more than make chicken salad out of that chicken the way that day started. But now today we are going to fish with the best crappie fisherman in the world. Yes, I said it. And I hope I'm gonna make it a lot more educational, because I've been dying to get on the boat with this guy and learn about what the hell he does to catch more and bigger crappie than anyone. I think he's won a couple $100,000 this year in crappie tournaments alone. So super excited for that. I need to wake up at the gas station. I need some damn caffeine or something in my life right now. I'm dying. Catch you on the next one, my first. Peace.